Friday, everybody. We are live. What's going on?
What's
I'm your boy
going
Bobby Fran,
on,
BF.
everybody?
There's your
Sup,
boy
y'all?
There's Andrew. Here's Bobby Nick joining us from the Great White North. We are the Sports Heads. Happy Friday. Glad to see two of you up in here already. We're here to do this, and this week we made it to another Friday, episode 10. Double digits, Andrew. What do you think about that, brother?
Come on,
Double digits of the
Yeah.
Sports Heads. All right, so let's do the go around. How you doing tonight, Andrew?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right.
All right.
Lots of stuff to cover tonight. We got Friday Night SmackDown. SummerSlam is 2 weeks from Friday. We got a lot of stuff to cover.
All right, very good. How about you, my friend Bobby Nick? How's it going today,
Hey.
sir?
Not too bad, man. Pretty fucking hot out there, but I'm as a fat man, I'm dealing.
You're a happy hot fat man. Well, that's very good. I see Andrew. That's what he said. He said he's hot. That's why he's sitting there shirtless this time.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, Andrew. You couldn't bring a shirt on. He says my boy's a little hot up there tonight.
He looks
But
a little
otherwise doing okay.
pasty. He looks a little pasty and sweaty, but yeah.
And of course, who's the first one up? Scott's always there at showtime.
Always
Happy
there.
Friday,
every
brother.
show. Gotta love Scott.
Appreciate you as always. Welcome, episode 10. What's that, buddy?
Pat McAfee is kicking off the show.
Of course he is, yeah. Pat McAfee on SmackDown, yeah. All right. Oh, let's see. Let's check in. All right, we got our boy. We're missing somebody. Let's bring him in right now. Let's bring in Boneloads. What's up, dude?
Hey.
How you doing?
What's up, guys?
What's happening? Happy Friday, brother. How's it going out there?
Happy Friday. Doing good. Yeah, it's hot out here too, you know. But
so last week you were showing us
bad.
all that cool video of the Dodgers, and then you went to that festival with Art Man, and we saw your friends in the beach and everything. How'd that all go?
Oh man, it was so awesome. It was crazy. It was a blast. Party went from Friday to Sunday night, and yeah, it took me a few days to feel normal, you know, like Monday and Tuesday I was still like out of it, and then Wednesday, like, you know, I worked my first full day of work. I was like, okay, you know, it's kind of, but yeah, man, can't party like I used to.
Took you to hump day. That must have been a good party out there. It looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Man, damn.
Yeah, it was cool. I got to stream with Art for a couple hours on Saturday. I'm on the Twitch. We'll have to get some video, maybe get some cuts out of there and play it for next episode.
Yeah, who is that dude? I seen some stuff in the Discord there. Who is that guy?
Art Man.
Yeah, he used to come on actually after Howard on E-Television. He would have a show with Brooke Burke. They would go around the world, going to all these parties around the world and just going to like the crazy parties and just like interviewing people. And he still does that, but he does it on Twitch and YouTube now.
Okay.
And that was he was at a drunken party event last week, and he pretty much like let me co-host it with him. He was so cool, so gracious. You know, I was really drunk and talking a lot too, and he was just like, "Don't worry about it, man." You know, like, yeah. So
and that was
really
on
cool.
his Twitch exclusive show. Is that what you said it was on?
Yeah. I'll send it to you guys. You guys can. You don't have to be a sub to watch it.
Okay, that would be great. Yeah, I'd definitely love to see that. There's a My Lost Interest checking in, of course.
Hey,
Happy
Lost.
Friday, Lost. Bone saying, shouting out the love. And look, he's saying, showing off the physique. Uh-oh.
Andrew.
Yeah. All right, boys.
But,
well.
Show us some guns, Andrew.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Yeah, where's that at?
A Shaq move. Can you dig it?
Welcome to the gun show.
Yeah.
There we go. Showing out that physique. All right, boy. Enough of that showing off. All right, boys. Well, we got some stories to get into as usual. We put all the sports that we talk about during the week in a pot, and we mix it all up, and I throw it up on the screen.
Well,
We're about to deal it out. You ready, Andrew?
Could we first, before we open it up, Bones, are you a wrestling fan?
A little bit. I like Danhausen. I heard you saying Pat McAfee is on was it Raw or is it SmackDown?
SmackDown, yeah.
SmackDown Friday, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, should we start it with the first segment?
Sure.
I wasn't going to. You said you seem to be anxious to get to it. How about we start off with some baseball and we'll work our way up to that, okay, brother? How about that? Now let's start with the first.
Yeah, I love wrestling.
First thing
not
you
wrestling,
sent
but
me.
I like it. I'm not like a huge fan. Sorry.
All right. Well, I know Andrew's a big baseball fan, and I know Bones is, and myself. And Andrew sent me this. I want to share it with you here.
I'm working on it.
What are you working on, brother?
Trying to become a baseball fan.
Well, that's
I
what's
hope
cool about
you
Canada.
appreciate.
You got one team. You don't have one team to root for. Everyone can
Yeah,
bond.
the
over
Blue
that.
Jays. Yeah, the Blue Jays.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that part of you. I'm glad you're here as a friend, number one, and I hope that part of what anybody gets out of this is they get to see, maybe learn a little something to make them understand or appreciate sports in a different way and get into something. So that's pretty
This
cool.
was absolutely disgusting. I vomited in my mouth watching this. It was I'm a Red Sox fan, as you can tell.
And it says, and the line says, Red Sox fans, please look away. So let's roll this. This is some horrendous defense. Let me get the sound on.
If this cost them the lost that game.
I lost in the game, absolutely. Yeah, on what the 2 or 3 errors. I lost count there. I saw at least the error to throwing it first and the error throwing home.
That's the fundamentals too. That's the stuff you can't do. Like when you beat yourself, you're gonna lose every time.
Yeah, it's comical, and you're right. That's essentially what happened. They beat themselves. All right, and so fortunately, the Baltimore Orioles are on a streak right now, and Boneloads and Andrew sent me some articles talking about. As of this article, y'all guys sent me, they were 8 in a row, but now they're up to 10 in a row.
Nice. How's it feel?
I gotta check the score actually.
You give me that update, brother. That's what you do.
They're playing right now.
Okay. Is there a score yet?
Yes.
Andrew, any score yet? Okay. Okay. So as of this tweet, it says July 10th, the O's are 1 game below 500 and are 2.5 games back for a wild card spot. So
amazing.
Being an Orioles fan is a tedious thing for me because they're never exactly competitive the last close to
20
or 2, I guess.
5 years.
Yeah, I've lost count at this point.
Since Eddie Murray.
Yes, and any type of optimism can be taken away by if we're not at 500 or being competitive by the All-Star break. They tend to trade away their best players or the ones they don't can't pay anymore. So I'm like I said, I guess the best I can say is that I'm cautiously optimistic. They do play with a lot more heart. They have had a lot more ninth inning wins, 2-out rallies, and come from behind wins than they have in previous seasons. So the young core, shows a lot of potential. But I just wonder how it's going to go through the system and if they're going to be able to afford them at every level each of those players achieve.
How's the buzz around the city? Are the fans, you feel, getting a little more excited? Like, this is cool. Let's go to a ball game. Let's support these guys.
Yes, it's positivity. Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. There is a buzz. I mean, and it's tough when you say, okay, we're cheering for 500, but that's kind of just,
When you don't got much to cheer for, take it, yeah.
When I was younger, we always competed for the AL East against the Yankees. We're always within a game or 3, and it's just hasn't been that way in a long time. Hey, we got some new old friends checking in. Tracy,
I was just going to say, yeah. We not only have Scott Fitzpatrick and Lost, but we got Tracy in the chat.
There's my
Hey, Tracy,
cutie.
good evening. Welcome to episode 10 of the Sports Heads.
There's my cutie.
Wow, number 10.
Yeah, how about that, Bones? Double digits, brother. Congratulations. We made it. We just come up kind of with this idea because we didn't want to take up the ghetto basement talking about sports the whole time, and Owen wanted to talk about his stuff. So we're like, Andrew loves the sports and we all love the sports, and that's why we're here. So we hope you enjoy this. It lost shouting out to Tracy.
Bobby,
yes, go, brother.
1-0 Baltimore.
Nice.
But,
breaking news, 1-0 Baltimore. Okay, thank you.
But,
that's cool.
But,
that's the man.
Tampa Bay has 2 men on with 1 up.
All right. Looking for you. There you go. That's why we call him Andrew, the human sports ticker.
That's right. He's the man.
follow him.
Just absorb it. All right, so yeah, we're cautiously optimistic about them Orioles. Now, sticking with baseball, we have a good defensive play here. You saw some bad defense or lack of effort. Well, this is excellent effort. Check out this fan who's going for a foul ball with his all.
Oh, another angle. I'm glad he got the ball. You make that kind of effort. Watch this.
Oh, that hurt. But look, not even
Look at
fair.
that. I mean,
You make
his
that kind
chin
of
like
effort.
bounced off
Watch
the chair.
this.
Watch his face. Look at this.
Oh,
look at
yeah.
that.
Oh, full
Oh,
adrenaline.
another
hit
angle. I'm glad he got
Once
the
it
ball.
wears
You
off,
make
he
that
might be a little sore in the face.
That's a bit of a
that's what-
sacrifice, but he got it.
Dude, what a great effort.
I know. Imagine the adrenaline rush. You know, in the moment, I'm sure all he cared about was the ball, and then you start settling down, and reality comes back in. You start feeling your face, describing, all the pain that you're in. So, but good for him.
Yeah.
That's the effort.
I'm actually checking in on this game real quick. I'm interested.
We
What's
got
that, the
another
Oriole game
person in
again?
the chat. We got another person in the chat, Danielle.
Who we got?
Hey.
Danielle,
Hey,
what's
Danielle.
up?
A real old friend from way back. Hi,
Yeah.
Danielle. Thanks for
Hey,
checking
welcome.
in.
For you in a while, sweetheart.
Yeah.
How are you?
Saw a little.
Thank
I
you for
thought I
being
saw a
here.
little appearance in the Discord. So it's good to
Yeah.
see you, Danielle. Thanks for checking in, girl. We're doing the sports heads. You know some of us: Andrew, Bobby, Nick, Boneloads. Glad the whole family's here. This is really cool. That's some early old friends from the Shuli Cho chat family.
Yeah.
They stranded 2 men on. Still
Look at that.
one-
Thank you, girl. We appreciate you. We give you one of these. There you go. Tracy shouting out Danielle. We love the chat. Thanks for joining us in the chat.
girl.
Hope you enjoy the show and enjoy yourselves in the chat. What do you got, Andrew?
Baltimore stranded 2 runners on base.
2 runners on base. Excellent.
Wills.
Stranded him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wah,
Yeah.
wah.
LOB.
Wills.
Oh, there we go with that.
There we
All right,
go.
Andrew. I got another baseball thing. Just check out this pitch, Andrew. Did you see this? This is like I think it's a knuckleball pitch. Check this out. What? Look at the stats on it.
Ooh, where's that at?
Ooh, how did they do that?
Ooh, where's that?
I think that's as fast as I could throw if I tried my hardest.
Exactly. Like I'd hope I could throw a 58 mile.
Where's that at?
ball, right?
That's a knuckleball right there, boy.
That was spicy.
That is an evil knuckleball. What did it say? Went from 58 to 41 miles per hour. That's like that was just sick.
RPM.
Yeah.
That's a-
Now,
Right,
Kate,
thank-
I want to know:
thank-
would you guys know that was like something extra special if the stats weren't on the screen like that?
Yeah,
by
just
looking at it?
because. All right, yeah.
Yeah,
if
the
you look at the
trajectory.
motion of the
Nobody
ball,
throws
I'll show you one more
knuckleball
time.
these days.
It has a certain appearance as it reaches the plate, and then the ones that dive and dip are the ones that the guys get paid the big bucks for. And so look at it.
Okay.
It looks like it's going to be a perfect strike, and then it just literally just dies out.
Yeah, because when you throw a ball, it's supposed to go straight. It's not supposed
Yeah,
to
I
just go
guess.
straight and then last minute curve, or like, do something crazy. Yeah, that's special.
But look, I mean, he didn't swing. He didn't give a swing. He took the pitch.
Good eye.
So when those guys are throwing 91, what did you say the other day, Andrew? They were throwing like 100 plus, and then you get something like that messes with the batter's head and their momentum.
So it was basically a
Oh,
fake
yeah.
out. It was basically
That's
tried to
absolutely
fake
correct,
out.
Bobby.
Okay.
Nick.
That's-
Perfect
okay.
way of
That's
putting
a
it.
position
A
cut.
fake out. Excellent day.
And then it loses its speed too. So when you're swinging, you're thinking it's a 50, 60 mile
Right.
ball, but then it turns
Right.
out to be
That's the whole
Andrew,
thing.
you're in your damn girlfriend's. Jeez.
I know. We gotta get-
Like, no,
How come they only bug you during this show and not the other
Good.
show?
You gotta go and do
yeah,
that.
I'm noticing that pattern too, Bobby Nick. I'm glad
I need
you glad you pointed that out.
just FYI, Natalia follows fans a lot on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, does she?
I
Is
bet
she a
they do.
wrestler? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the wrestler, yes, and the daughter of a famous wrestler too, Jim Neidhart. Yeah, and
Right
she's
on.
doing
Okay, cool.
OnlyFans with her sister, Andrew.
No.
Oh, too bad.
I wonder if is she officially Canadian, or was she
Yeah.
born somewhere else?
I'd have to look up her records. I don't know, Bobby. Nick, let me see. Andrew.
Always
Bitches
lost.
Because
call.
I
They don't
know she's
stop.
considered part of the Hart family, but
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
through
That's a
marriage, pretty
very
much.
I cannot
prestigious,
say that I
yeah,
know her
family, wrestling family.
national origin. Yeah, but she is from wrestling family. I just don't know her from the States or not. I thought that her father, Jim Neidhart, was Canadian. That's my best educated guess.
I don't know if Jim is.
Okay, yeah, okay. All right.
Would that
I gotta
would
go.
that be a bad question to ask her? I don't want to get blocked.
No, I'd rather
What a
look that up on
shame.
Google, which I think Bobby and Nick is curiously doing right now. Hey, Andrew. So we've had good defense. We've had bad baseball, bad defense. Check out this young, up and coming pitcher. Look at this kid laying it out for his dad in his house.
Oh boy.
You hear that? Watch this.
Jim is American. Jim is
Oh,
American.
boy.
Dang.
You see that, Bones?
That was solid.
Attaboy.
Listen to that glove slap. He's got a full wind up and everything.
Attaboy.
Ooh. That was clean, too.
So maybe he can come up and help in the major leagues one year and throw some cool pitches. All right, let's welcome
Yeah,
another
the
friend
Padres could
in.
use him for some middle relief.
But Natty
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Canadian. Natty is Canadian.
Wow, you got all the national origins. All right, well, we got our friend coming in. This is Owen from the Ghetto Basement. What's up, Owen?
What's up, fellas?
What's happening, dude? A lot of y'all
Owen,
know us.
Owen, my
Hey.
brother. Owen, my brother. How you doing?
Welcome.
Bobby Nick, Bones, what's going on, sir? Andrew, naked again, I see. What's going on, buddy?
Look at him. He's
Hot
all
Nick.
sweaty. He's all sweaty.
Maybe
Sweaty
he was
Betty. Mom
Sweaty
spaghetti.
Betty. Yeah.
Sweaty Betty, huh? Sweaty Betty. That's your new name, Andrew. Sweaty
Owen's like, I'm
Betty.
in Florida. Don't talk to me about
That's-
sweaty.
Yeah, don't talk to me about sweaty, bro.
That's what I'm used to that one because that's what my aunt and uncle called me.
Yeah,
Oh,
I remember him telling us that. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Didn't you say that was your nickname back
Yeah.
in school? Back in your
So-
school days as well?
Oh, shit. Oh,
What,
Yeah.
hot dick?
BF, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, bro? You got breaking news, Andrew?
All right. Andrew's
We're just
watching
doing the
TV.
damn thing now. Welcome, Owen. Y'all know Owen from the Ghetto Basement. We all hang out there Monday, Thursdays, Saturdays, 8 o'clock. We hang out, mess around with my sounds and everything, and we have laughs and jokes and shit and drink and smoke. And we have just a general good time. We got us a nice little family over there. Y'all come over and be a part of it if you're not already. One family. Sports Heads
Yeah.
Ghetto Basement. So welcome, brother. All right, we're going to get on to this next story, okay?
What we got?
All right, the next story, Andrew, you fed to me. This is about the Kansas City Royals that are being denied the opportunity to go to Canada to play. And you want to explain to people why?
well, with Canada has this policy.
Watch your mouth, Andrew. Watch your mouth.
Don't blame me, guys. Shit.
Oh,
I didn't
shit.
do
Don't take it
nothing.
personal, Bobby Nick.
That's why I told Andrew to watch his mouth, bro.
Canada has this policy, and their baseball team has this policy.
Oh,
that-
wow. What the fuck was that? Did you all hear that?
I
And
did.
that's one of the roommates.
We
That's
kind of did.
Vinny's tournament.
It's Vinny.
Oh.
Vinny's
Let's
molesting
hope
somebody.
that was Vinny.
Vinny waterboarding
Oh,
someone.
But
So-
yes, Canada is still not allowing unvaccinated citizens to cross the border. Is at the core of the issue.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
that's
Fucking
Yeah.
real? Holy
Yeah, so
fuck.
tell
What
them
the
how that's
fuck?
going to affect the game coming up, Andrew.
The coming up series with the Royals. The Royals have 10 players unvaccinated.
How many?
10.
Damn, that's a lot.
And-
That's like half the team, ain't it?
Yeah,
That's
dude,
like
really?
40%.
All right,
Yeah.
so I'll read y'all this tweet right up here. He sent me 2 tweets. I'll read this for you. It says 10 players on the Kansas City Royals 26-man roster will not make the trip to to Toronto this week because they are unvaccinated. Sources tell ESPN. That includes the team's lone all-star and a top trade target, outfielder Andrew Benintendi, yes, that guy, and multiple regulars among those missing. So the next tweet I'll show you, it's got the full list. Let's
Call
check it
me
out.
up. I'll sit in the dugout for a weekend.
I'll be a
So,
bad
Andrew,
boy.
Yeah,
Andrew's
you know what I'm
whole
saying?
Andrew's
Shit,
whole
I'll
question
hang.
about this is comes down to the fairness of this, right, Andrew?
Yeah. Why don't they give up a home game to play in a neutral site?
Where would the neutral site be, though?
I don't know.
Exactly.
They would have
They
to
would have
Buffalo.
Right?
Buffalo is like practically Canada for us, you know. North
Yeah,
America,
that's like their
so.
second home. You know, Toronto.
go to
Buffalo.
some-
Or why don't they just stop being fucking sticklers for this bullshit and
pretty much,
let it go? Because these guys' jobs.
Hey man, this is your country. You write your local person. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I can fucking do something about it, eh?
Yeah, let's just put it this way. Let's just put it this way. You know, 2020, I understood the big deal. You know what I mean? Now in 2022, almost 2023, COVID's here to stay, obviously. COVID ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So I think they just need to fucking buck it up and let them play the game, man.
So this comes down to a fairness issue, in that if you're going to have, like, America's going to have major league teams in the in MLB and the NHL and the NBA, and you're going to have these like inter-country problems. It's going to be a competitive disadvantage. And then do they want the United States telling them, well, now you can't bring a certain amount of people? You know,
start a COVID league.
Start a COVID league. But I just think it. I don't know. Maybe they should. I don't know. Maybe they should suspend the game, or like I said, like Andrew and I discussed, come up with some kind of neutral site or some kind of rules of agreement that if you agree to be part of the league, then you have to honor the rules of the home team.
I mean, dude, they're a pro baseball team. Test them. They give immediate results. You know, just test them right before the game. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's true. They did the high testing, right?
They're calling up like 15 AA and AAA players to fill the spots.
All right,
my bad, Andrew.
Okay, I could see when it was a problem when the hospitals were being overrun with patients and shit like that, but that's not happening anymore, you know.
Yeah.
So
or they could
get over it.
Or they could do something like Dana White and UFC. They got their own fight island. You know what I'm saying? When they were doing the cards during the COVID era, they were taking the fighters to Fight Island somewhere in Dubai or something like that.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how extreme was. They wanted these matches to go on. They were like, we'll buy an island and come up with our own rules, basically.
So I don't
Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
Exactly, right? So what I don't understand is why can't they get a field like somewhere like in Iowa or Idaho somewhere and have everybody go to that field and just have a thermometer? You know what I'm saying?
I think if there was more,
like Boneloads said, do extensive testing, do more rigorous testing, right, Bones?
Yeah, they can do the testing.
Yeah,
you know, because I think it's just a weekend, three game series, 162 game season. They're just like whatever, just sub the guys. I think if there was more at stake, they would definitely be discussing more options and ways around it. Yeah.
What do you mean more at stake? They're not making no money, so how are they living?
No, but I'm saying like if it's not like if it was a playoff game, they'd probably like find a neutral side or some kind of workaround. But it's just regular season. They just want to keep it pumping.
But if they're not
baseball,
playing,
it's a long season, dude.
But if they're not playing, then how can they even get to the fucking playoffs? You know
they'll play, but they'll play with an inferior team, like Andrew said. They're going to bring up minor leaguers to take the place of 10 major leaguers and try to win a professional baseball game. So that gives the other team an advantage right there.
Sounds like Rocky 3 all over again.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So All right.
Like
so
some
here's
dude
the
that's never
story.
played before is going to get his first chance. You know.
Jeez.
That's a good way of looking at it, Bones. That a guy's going to come up and somebody might shine and get a spot out of this.
It happened for Rocky. Why can't it happen for these guys? You know?
All right, let's check out now. This is the story that Andrew.
What, Andrew?
Andrew. God damn it!
He wants your cock in his mouth.
All right, Andrew.
Wrong show. My bad.
Here's the story.
Royals wouldn't win anyway.
This again? Jesus Christ.
Yep, Andrew
Why
was
wouldn't
trying. He was asking us pre-show. He wanted to start the show with this, so I had to
Yeah.
hold him up. I had to hold him off till we got to the wrestling
He was
segment. Here we
ready,
go.
yeah.
Here we
Jesus
go, Andrew.
Christ.
You ready, brother?
Andrew, we spent an hour talking about this last night, bro.
This is his topic of the week, brother. You know it.
Hold on.
He wants to tell everybody what you think about this, Andrew. Explain to people that haven't watched already what the TV 14 thing is all about.
It sucks. We all know.
Vodka.
I'm right in the middle of podcast.
Fuck you too, Vinny.
Okay.
Oh,
hold on.
now you're gonna complain? You're gonna
All right.
complain to Vinny?
I'll set up.
What's wrong with
I'll set
you,
up the
bro?
story, Andrew, while you finish up. Okay. So it seems to be a rumor that WWE is changing their television rating.
It's not a rumor. It's actually fact now.
Okay, so right, this change. You know, these things change by the minute, right?
I like it. I think it's a good move.
I think it's what people don't understand is you look at AEW, they've been TV 14 all the time, and all they do is say shit. So if you're a bunch of kids and you want to hear shit, then cool. But if not, then it's not gonna be any different. You're not gonna see no 1998 type fucking bitches laying around there. I mean, if they did that, they'd piss on everything they've been trying to build for the last 3-4 years. I think it's a PR move and nothing more.
Check
Yeah,
this out.
you don't want all the progress that they made to like go backwards.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
So to give people an idea of where this fits in, you said they were previously TV PG, right? So you can see they're kind of in order by severity. TV PG, it works its way up to TV 14, and then ultimately like TV MA.
There's been a couple. If you look back at sorry about BF, but back in the day, if you look at the Attitude Era, there was actually a couple of episodes of Raw that if you go on Peacock, they will still say TV MA. I mean, it's been there before. You know what I mean? And not often, but it's been there before.
Like everyone with China.
Yeah. Well, no, more of the Sable days where you didn't know
Nicole Bass.
You didn't know if her top was gonna pop out or nothing. You know what I mean? Like there are
you're crossing your fingers, right?
Well, back then,
Trish Stratus, Stacy Keebler.
Today.
Matter of fact, if you go on YouTube, you can see there's actually old school Raw footage of Raw when it's footage that they basically wouldn't want you to see, where you see titties popping out, Sable's titties pop, and it was always Sable. It was always Sable. You know, and now you look at her, you're like, damn,
she couldn't contain them things.
Now you're looking at her like,
Sable.
damn, Brock Lesnar's tapping that shit. He giving her the F5 every night.
So what basically the whole controversy is this signaling a change in the level of content and the severity of it in the WWE, or is it merely just changing a tag, an identifier?
Pretty much.
That's what everybody's pondering as wrestling fans.
It's saying, hey, my name's Vince McMahon. I'm in a lot of trouble right now, but here you go. Here's TV 14. It's what you've been wanting for the last 3 years. You know,
right. So is it just putting a new label and they're not going to change anything, or are they moving this label because they really want to try some weird, different shit?
I'm going to put it like this. It's giving fans like our boy Andrew hope. That's all that matters. You know,
what do you think, Andrew? You ready yet, brother? You ready to speak on this?
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel on it, actually.
Put your hand in your pocket.
I'll have to see it to believe it.
Well, what do you mean?
That's
what
we were
mean?
saying.
Well, what do you mean though? Like, you're gonna have to wait for it. You're gonna have to wait for it to say TV 14, or you're gonna have to wait for the product to change. What do you?
Great point, Lost.
Like, what is that? Seeing to believe. It's not gonna be that big of a difference to see it say TV 14, bro. You're an AEW fan. You've been seeing it for years now. So they would have to change the product for it to matter. You know.
Yeah, Lost. I wonder, and just going back real quick, looking at these lost interest comments.
Well, I get it because it's Major League, right? They can have Major League ball players in Canada. I mean, yeah, hockey is more of their thing, but
yeah, but this has created an interesting situation. I think these going forward, these professional sports franchises and organizations need to consider this if they're going to be playing international.
They'll never do it to hockey, though.
these competitive disadvantages due to
They-
things like this. So,
They won't do this to hockey though. I can guarantee you that, because that's what Canada
well, when they
thrives
did
on.
hockey during COVID, they played in a bubble, which was an
Exactly.
arena with a hotel area and a cordoned off area. No one could get in this zone without a vaccination, and
Yeah.
they couldn't leave. They couldn't even go home to see their families or anything. The players they
Andrew's
stayed
ch-
inside
Andrew's
that
chest is
zone.
blinding me out. I don't know about y'all.
Andrew looks cool. I like the goatee and the mohawk. He looks like a pro wrestler right here. I like this look.
Oh, look,
No.
look at you see
Uh-oh.
what you made? You made him excited. His dick hit
You
the
know-
fucking computer and everything.
Oh,
He almost broke the table.
Damn, dude. Andrew, calm yourself.
That's a good
bro.
look.
That's a good clip, by the way.
Uh-oh.
We need to get that clip.
This
Hey, I
Lost
wouldn't
has a
mind that.
I hope
Lost has a
not.
relevant wrestling
I-
question.
I hope not lost, because that would backtrack everything they've been doing for the 5 years to make the women mean something. So
That's
I
okay with
definitely
me.
hope not.
I'm sure there's still good old places in the world where you can see good old passion mud wrestling.
Yeah, if you
They're
go
like a
to
sister
Wrestling.
league,
if
you know.
if you go to your local white
Secretly
trash
funded.
bar, I'm sure they'll have
Exactly
wrestling.
right. Cool.
so hypothetically,
Hey, those are my favorite dives.
Hypothetically, Andrew, no, you really couldn't
ahead,
be
Andrew.
a wrestler right now.
no, hypothetically, let's see when they change it to
What, your diaper?
TV 14. No, when they change when they change it
You couldn't help yourself.
TV 14, what could they change?
Nothing, bro. Nothing.
Well, look,
They would-
They'll say like shit.
But you
in
know
ass
who's going to
now
be
or
on the
something.
case, because we're wrestling fans and we watch. We're going to be able to tell if they're really trying some off the wall extreme
'cause
or some
you
kind of
watch every Monday
straight
when
stuff. So
we're
we're going to have to
trying-
check it out, and that's probably what it's all about. Get people to tune in.
every
I
month.
must say one thing, because this has got me pondering whether I should check the product out again.
No,
There
you
you
go.
should- wait a few months. Wait a few months.
That's the
Plus
whole
we-
thing. Now, if they deliver or not, but we'll have to
Plus-
see in the
Plus, we
upcoming
got
months.
Andrew watching every Monday when we're trying to do a show, so we'll know either way.
True enough.
All right.
They'll tell
We're
us.
going to hit on another wrestling story real quick. And while wrestling is what it is, it's athletic, but it's pre-scripted, but it's very athletic and very dangerous. And
I'm a wrestler.
this wrestler, Big E,
I'm a
he revealed
Yep. Go ahead.
he revealed about his
Mm.
broken neck that basically this guy, for those of you who don't follow wrestling this closely, he's a wrestler,
This
and
career is over though.
No, it ain't.
That
He'll
a
be
fellow
back.
wrestler named
No,
Ridge
it ain't. He'll be
Holland
back.
tried to flip him over his back, and this wrestler landed
He'll be back by
poorly on his
WrestleMania.
neck,
Guarantee you. he'll
and
be back.
he had to have vertebrae fused, and they're going to check his neck in approximately 1 year. But the question is will he be able to wrestle ever again? Like Andrew
Yeah,
said,
he'll
what do
be
you think,
back.
Andrew? Should
back.
Big E wrestle ever again?
Absolutely.
Stone Cold did for years.
Yeah, but Stone Cold did because he had Big E, yeah, former WWE champion, finally got that. But the reason why Stone Cold did what he did is because he was on fire. I mean, literally, his ass was on fire. Had he took time off, it would have died. Austin 316 would have never been shit. You would have never had the Rock versus Austin rivalry thing. None of that. You would have never had Austin McMahon. None of that. He had to do that. Big E, different story. But do
Sure.
do I think his career is over? Absolutely not. That's a big hoss of a dude. He took a bad bump, which weirdly enough he predicted. He's totally a positive guy.
He
Uh,
predicted it.
Yeah, a few months before.
Well, check it
that.
out. I read an article that he gave recently, an interview he gave recently, and he seemed very much at peace with the fact
my
that
God.
if doctors
Yeah.
tell him he don't have to wrestle again, he says he's good with it. He said he lives his life learning how to adapt and accept the changes that come
Yeah.
along with it. He said,
mean-
I'm glad I'm not in a wheelchair. He said, but if I was in a wheelchair, I would have adapted to a life in a wheelchair. So I just thought it was very very enlightening hearing this guy talk so openly about it, and just
Oh,
grateful
yeah.
to be alive
He's
and
always
not
been like that. I mean, dude, if you look at what I'm trying to remember what it was, but he already is taking like a training role. You know what I mean? So is he preparing for the possibility of not getting back in the ring? Absolutely. But he will be if he doesn't get in the ring, that's one thing. But there's a big thing with the New Day, and even though it's about 5 years old, it's still probably the most popular faction in even more popular than the Bloodline. I think if Biggie came back, the New Day would eclipse the Bloodline popularity.
Well, I was just glad that he was at peace with it, and I wish him well
Yeah.
with that.
He
You
will
don't want
be
to
in
risk your quality of life,
Right.
especially if he's got young kids or
What
something.
I'm
You know.
saying is he will continue to be on screen. You will still see him.
Oh
in
yeah,
some
matter of
kind
fact, they
way.
said in the article that he was going to go and
Okay.
he's going to be fielding young talent at some
Yeah,
event
that's
in
what I was just
That's
Nashville.
talking
cool.
about.
That's
So he'll
Yeah,
still be
pretty
very
cool.
much
I mean,
involved in the
and
game,
you
even
look
if he's
at
not
him,
wrestling.
bro. You look at a guy that just recently broke his neck. I mean, you look at the time he did it. He got to enjoy a full 6 months as WWE champion, which something they probably never told him that would happen. And if his career doesn't, I mean, God bless him, dude. He got to be at the pinnacle of his profession when a lot of guys probably told him coming up that he would never make it. And you look at what
All
he
right.
spent the first 2 years on the main roster. He was a lackey. You know what I mean?
All
So
right, well, check this out
big ups to
on the
Big E.
rumor mill, bro.
Oh, this bitch, fuck her. 30,000.
The latest one. What do you think about this, Andrew?
Suck my dick, this bitch. Fucking
You watching the screen?
Yep.
Stone Cold Sasha
Sasha.
Banks or some shit. Wants
It's just
30.
it's just like a clickbait rumor thing.
Wants
Reports
30K
claim
for an appearance.
Sasha Banks won't be accepting wrestling related bookings until 23.
But she wants 30K for an appearance. 30 fucking K. Who the fuck is she?
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck
Okay,
is
so
she?
she just means she won't appear anywhere as a wrestler. That doesn't
Yeah.
mean she's going to wrestle. Okay,
No,
because I'm like, I
she'll-
don't know if she should.
She'll do autograph sessions and shoot interviews and shit, but she
Dude.
wants 30 grand.
Her career, because of that, shit.
Yeah, she
Nah.
should take
Alright.
the same route as the guy
She'll
before.
be
You know,
all
just
right. She'll be
be
all
a,
right.
you know,
Alright,
be a
fellas, let's move on
personality as opposed
to,
to yeah.
Once she gets to AEW, she'll be all right.
There you go.
Let's move on to some NFL news. A few weeks ago, we learned that Baker Mayfield was traded from the Cleveland Browns to the Carolina Panthers,
How
who
about that
already
2018
acquired.
QB class?
How about that? Yes, they do.
Sorry, go ahead.
1-1
I should have
You
waited.
gotta be a
Set it up and I'll
Dude,
set it up and then I'll
the
open
new
it up.
thing is cosplaying the Viking Raiders. This is great. This is gold.
Dude, you gotta be a badass to go through life with the name Baker Mayfield. Goddamn.
So I found it. I found it interesting. I found this headline that said the Carolina Panthers to have an open competition between Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold to be the starting quarterback. So, what do you think about that, Boneloads? Having those two highly drafted quarterbacks on one team.
Baker Mayfield
I know,
is
it's crazy.
leaps and bounds better than Donald. I'm sorry.
Well, so you're having controversy, huh, Andrew? Because that's your
Leaps
opinion on
and
that.
bounds.
But yet they're making it a competition.
I love when Andrew talks about how one player is better than the other. I think it really
Yeah,
does.
no, I think Baker probably, has the tool, or I think Darnold has the tools and the talent, but I think Baker has like the experience that he's been to the playoffs. He's more gritty. I give Baker the slight edge just because he's more of a dog than Darnold. But yeah, it's a free competition. Both of them were once expected to be a savior for a franchise. So it's like they're both trying to restart their career. I feel bad for whoever doesn't get the job, but. Yeah, again, how about that 2018 draft class, man?
Yeah.
The number 1 pick and number 3 or 4 pick, they're already pretty much one bad week from being one bad practice from being out of the league or from being a career backup.
Yeah, Darnold was picked by the Jets and then traded to the Carolina Panthers. Baker was picked by the Cleveland Browns and traded to the Carolina Panthers. So I wonder if they told Baker Mayfield that you're going to have to compete for this job that you were traded for. Did they tell him it was open competition? Because I thought they were kind of going to hand him the keys.
I don't think he cares. Yeah, I think he's up for the competition. Yeah, I think in his mind he thinks he's the best anyway. So I think he thinks he's going to win the job. I don't think it matters to him. But yeah, Darnold, and that's another thing where I would give Baker the slight edge because Darnold actually did have a chance already in Carolina. Started 3-0. Everybody was thinking he was the savior. Then he just blew it. So he's already had his a chance in Carolina. So I think if it's even, I think if they're both looking pretty equal, they're probably going to give it to Baker just based off.
I read.
Yeah, not maybe potential or what they think could be better.
Yeah, I read an article that that's cool. Got your Fago going on, Owen. I see you there. I read in the article that Sam Darnold reached out to Baker Mayfield. Oh, here we go. Let's do some cheers then. Let's go. You got a pop, Bobby Nick?
Cheers,
I
with
do not.
fucking Fago.
I got an empty can.
All right, we'll catch you on the next one. There you go. That's all right. Symbolic. We like it. We like it. Yeah, so that'll be interesting to see who wins that competition and ultimately comes the quarterback. That was a.
So what's going on
all
before
right.
we move on, Bobby? Is this? I think it's like a Baltimore
About
shirt.
to
What is
say-
that?
About to say, Andrew
What
looks
what is
frozen.
this that you got going on? What you wearing?
Oh, this? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
This is a Orioles jersey, replica jersey.
The areola.
Okay.
Don't lie,
It
it's
was
just areola.
2019. It was a 2019 giveaway. I'm a sucker for a giveaway when they give away go to the giveaway games. I
So it's
got
like the
this little
city
game,
edition kind of thing.
and it
yeah.
has. This is the state of Maryland. Thanks for asking. Yeah, this is our
Still
state flag right here.
1-0 in the fourth.
Nice.
Baltimore.
That's cool. I had a feeling it was a jersey. I was like,
Baltimore.
because that's the Maryland
Still
flag.
1-0
So
in the fourth.
Yeah, it was a special kind of edition that they did for a giveaway for an Orioles game. But thanks for asking. Yeah, so I figured I'd break it out. Kind of have the sports theme and represent since they're doing good. You know.
There you go. Yeah.
Vin,
Oh.
they don't have to do that. One of these times, I'll wear our teams. One of these days, we're all
Shove it
wear our
in his
baseball
mouth.
teams.
Yeah. All
Gargle
right.
them nuts.
No, Andrew doesn't have a gag reflex.
Good to know. Good to
I
know.
don't want to know how you tested that, Vinny.
Thank God. Thank God. Hey,
Is there
thank,
like a child protective
Not with
services,
the
but for whatever
toothbrush.
this is?
thank God. Hey, thank God this is a video and audio podcast.
Also known as evidence.
Evidence, yes.
If this was only audio,
This
I'd
was
be
weird
scared
deal.
to death.
That's what we're doing.
All right. We
I mean,
appreciate
yeah,
it, Vinny.
that
Also a
vibration.
little
would
funny.
definitely-
Andrew's a spitter.
Speaking of no gag reflex, I'd like to give a shout out to Vinny's girlfriend.
Oh,
Hey now.
and
She sounds sweet.
I'll be over next week. Save me a plate.
You guys want to see a cool trick I learned?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yo, that was crazy, bro. That was,
Sound like a tiger.
He's loving it.
What the hell, bro?
That
Or a
was-
bear or something.
Vinny, you've done a lot of gay things in your life, and on this podcast, I
I
think
was
that
gonna
might,
say.
or at least mine, but that might be the gayest. Man, I guarantee you, in Andrew's mind, he kicks the fuck out of you like every day. I swear. to God.
No. He's grateful.
It's hard to
right,
act
let's-
straight with someone so handsome in front of you.
Oh.
I know you're not.
You ever thought of that, Owen?
What is Andrew looking at?
Owen.
What is Andrew doing? Looking in a mirror? I know you're not talking about yourself.
He's got those seductive
Yeah.
blue eyes.
Yeah.
Bobby,
Yeah. Which one?
2-1, Baltimore.
2-1 Baltimore.
Let's go. That's
Is that-
my team now.
Andrew?
I have all the games. I'm gonna start
Hey
watching
BF,
Oriole
is that BF? Is that Andrew's way of jerking you off?
No, I'm not. I'll never tell.
Ah.
All right, in
Yeah,
NASCAR,
if you wanna
Tell me
find
something
out,
like
you
that
can just
about
look at
Padres
the
and
heart.
Chargers.
Got to keep
That's
something
all it'll
secret.
take. Yeah.
all right, going on a little NASCAR action. Last week, the winner was Chase Elliott. He won the Quaker State 400 at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. That's Bill Elliott's son, for those of you old racing fans. So
Left
Ah.
the Bill Elliott days. So
Oh, is that who that is?
they're going to the New Hampshire Motor
That's
Speedway.
cool.
They're coming up to Loudon. They're coming up Andrews Way.
Left turn. Andrew, you want to go see a bunch of left turns? No, I
I
like
think Andrew
that.
would love the atmosphere, like just the party of it.
Hell
He
yeah.
probably wouldn't even leave the parking lot.
I would go to NASCAR races just to get drunk.
Me
bro.
too. Just to walk around all the RVs and just get
I don't
hammered
know
and
about walk around.
party
I'm not-
everybody.
I'm not-
Oh, okay. Well, cruising around, you know.
But yeah, NASCAR's the shit though.
Yeah, I
I
totally
think-
agree. I got to go to a NASCAR event, man.
Did you guys just hear what Andrew asked me?
No,
What?
we're actually
What?
talking.
He asked me to sniff his butthole.
Oh,
See if it
Whoa.
stinks.
oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to make sure you're
I'll
Yeah,
give
I'll
it-
Did
I'll give
you
it a try.
oblige? Did you? Yeah. Okay.
Who's your all-time favorite
Andrew's
NASCAR
lawyer keeps
driver?
unbuckling my belt.
Ooh.
It's not fun.
Who,
Shut
how do
up, man.
So
Anyway.
the short answer is Dale Jarrett. I got into Dale Jarrett when he used to have the old 88. He used to race the 18 Interstate Batteries car for Joe Gibbs Racing, and then he become the number 88, raced for Robert Yates Racing. So I was a Dale Jarrett fan for a long time.
My favorite. Yeah, there you go. Yo, is that the nurse from before? Oh, she looks kind of. Is that the one? Is that the one? Yeah.
There you
Just
go.
so you guys know, it reeks.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, bro.
Oh.
Well, that's really no surprise.
Nope. No one paid for the smell-o-vision option, bro. That's all
Yeah,
you.
yeah, that's a $40, bro. We don't want to pay that.
Yeah.
But
Whole
my
nother tier.
my all-time favorite is Rusty Wallace.
That's a good
Rusty
one.
Wallace, right?
He goes.
Yeah,
He
number
looks at
two,
me. He
you
goes,
just-
"How could you say that? I just took a shower today."
It doesn't matter, bro. Your asshole always stinks, Andrew. Goddamn.
It's true. Yeah, and, I hate to say it because he's a local guy. He gets so much love where I'm from. But Jimmy Johnson, he's a San Diego guy,
Oh, yeah,
Oklahoma,
Jimmy
to be
Johnson,
exact. So that's
Johnson,
my
yeah.
guy. Yeah.
That's cool.
I
Yeah, you
like
have to
Rusty-
check out when they come to the LA Coliseum next year, like we were talking about. That would be a great opportunity, bro.
I like Rusty
I
Wallace.
do wanna go to
He
that.
looked like he looked like a pimp, dude.
Oh, Rusty's awesome. Yeah.
Do you not listen to this guy? Oh my God! Tell your
What-
podcast.
No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Shut up. We're talking about NASCAR.
I
now.
like Tony Stewart until he
Fuck
murdered someone.
NASCAR. Andrew's butthole's more important.
Good point. Yeah, he raced the number 20 Home Depot car for many years, and and that was also for Joe Gibbs Racing for a time. Yeah, that was a good team.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, buddy. So you want to elaborate on that, Bones? Do you remember that story? For those of you that don't know, Tony Stewart,
Well, where we
when
at now?
you're not just
Hey,
accusing
go ahead.
him
I don't
of
know
murder.
too much about it.
This
but
is an
it
actual
was
story. Go ahead.
We're
It's
not
very
talking
sketchy.
about your butthole.
I don't know too much of the details actually. I'll pass that off to somebody.
NASCAR?
Okay.
But it wasn't a NASCAR race. Yeah.
Yes, NASCAR. Andrew.
But it was like a pickup truck or like one of those like derby
From
trucks.
what I understand, Tony Stewart was he did all types of racing, short track racing, dirt racing, modified racing. Apparently, he was at one particular race and he took a guy out or something, or got taken out, and the guy came out on the track and it couldn't be avoided, and Tony Stewart hit this driver who got out of his car, and he ultimately died from this accident. From the guy that Tony Stewart hit, who got out of his car after an incident. He didn't like how Tony Stewart pushed him off the track. He got out to complain. Tony Stewart got close, and he ended
it
up
looked sketchy
hitting him.
too. Like it looked like he could have, like he kind of almost hit him on purpose.
And a lot of people think that Tony Stewart was being a hothead and did it accidentally on purpose.
Dude, do we got video of this? Can we pull a video
No,
of this?
The rules are the rules. When those cars are moving, you don't get out.
We'll have to look it up. This
you
came
don't
up
run on the track,
spontaneously.
Like
We probably get a fucking claim for playing that anyway. Yeah.
No, I don't know about that.
But yeah, no,
But,
I mean, the rules are rules. It's kind of like an unwritten rule. You
All
know,
right,
when those cars are moving, you don't get out. You don't get out.
All right, that's a perfect segue, Boneloads. Unwritten rules, because
my buddy, can I tell you this story real quick about this old school Crazy 8 racing that my friend's brother-in-law does or something?
Yeah.
He getting this bus, bro. It was like a bunch of buses, and they'd be doing Crazy 8 races. I never seen this shit before, but I actually went to one. Bro, I fucking loved it, dude. I went for like the next 4 weeks, bro. Them dudes in them buses got balls to do that shit, dude. Especially in buses, bro, because they'd be crashing and all kinds of shit. But it was wild. I don't know if any of y'all ever seen that shit, but
I've seen some of the stunt buses and they do crazy shit with them, but I don't know if I've ever seen a whole race or anything.
it's called they call it Crazy Aces or Crazy Eights for some reason. I never understood the name. But
we're gonna move on to our sports education segment.
Word up.
We're gonna learn something this week. And Boneloads made an interesting statement. He said unwritten rules, and he didn't even know that this is what we were doing tonight. Because tonight
What a
we're going
great
to talk
transition,
about.
huh?
Yes, yep. Segue dude.
All right, so
Segue king.
give me an example before you read the article. Give me an example of what's an unwritten rule for baseball?
I'll give you one.
There you go.
I'll give you a few.
I want one. We gotta get through an article, buddy. Give me one. Look at this
Hitting a batter.
This guy's remote on his chest.
Hitting a batter what, hitting a batter, when the score is like a blowout. That's
Well,
like,
yeah, I know about that one. Give me a more obscure one.
All right. So I got some here. You hopefully you can see them
Oh,
on the
okay.
screen.
Yeah, that's why it's a little too small.
Where
Let's see.
is-
Yeah, it's a little too small for me.
Yeah, baseball's
Want me
like
to
the
make-
king of the unwritten rules.
That's why I said baseball because
Some guys break rules. They're like, damn, I didn't even know there was one.
All right. So the first rule at the top of this particular article by the Chicago Tribune says, "Don't pimp your homer," and it's
Don't-
basically
What
pimp
the
is
fuck?
what they're using
and that's
nowadays
got to
for
be hard,
showboating.
you know.
What is it?
Right. So when the guy hits the home run and he stands there and he admires his own work and he goes, yeah, and he rubs
Oh,
it in.
yeah.
He goes, yeah,
I-
mofo, I
I
did
see
that.
Really
videos.
slow.
No rubbing it in, no
I-
pimping your home
Yeah.
run.
I've seen videos of fucking people of the people
And he
other
kinda-
team getting pissed over that shit.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely,
Kind of
dude.
skips
They'll
down the
tell you,
bases, takes
just
the
get
sweet
around
time,
the
you
bases.
know.
Yeah, they'll tell him.
That's like Bobby Nick when he stands in the mirror admiring his
That's got to be hard to
He's
do,
like,
you know. If you
yeah.
just blast one, you know, you just want to be like dancing and like pointing at the crowd and like, you know, like look at me, America.
Bobby Nick
All right,
likes
I'm
that's
to
living.
one.
Bobby Nick likes to pimp his boner.
Oh, I sure do.
So this next rule right here, I'm scrolling to. It says, "Don't showboat in the waning seconds of a decided NBA game." And it
Oh,
says the
yeah.
most unwritten rules in the NBA centered on individual players. Don't talk trash to Michael Jordan. Don't drive on Bill Russell. Don't leave Stephen Curry open behind the 3-point line. But there's at least one universal truth that is a no-no in any era. And don't
fuck with
showboat in the
Ron
waning
Artest.
seconds of a game. So you familiar with that rule, Boneloads?
Yeah, and if your team is winning and you have the ball and it's already over, it's decided, and the clock's running out, you don't shoot. That's just completely rude. It's just completely disrespectful. That's why you see the guys dribbling at the end, you know, and they're like,
Yes.
what are they doing? Why don't they go make a move? It's because you're already going to win. It's like
Funny
in
thing is-
baseball when the
Exactly.
team in the ninth doesn't have to hit because they're already up. It's just like that in basketball. It's just rude if you're gonna win and you take like a shot at the end just to pad your stats or to look good. It's a complete slap in the face.
Excellent.
see people
That's
getting in
exactly what it
fights
says
over
in the
that.
sports says. That's an excellent description, brother. Thank you. Yeah. All right. The next
Is
one
there-
is the NHL rule. I'm familiar with this one. Don't shoot the puck toward the goal after a whistle. How many
Oh.
times do you watch it? If you ever watch a hockey game and the whistle blows and the guy like takes an accidental shot or even makes too much forward momentum
Okay,
toward the
so that's
goalie,
what they're talking about.
the opposing team will gang up on him like and rough him up. Like you
can't
just
take a
don't
Yeah.
do it.
After the bell, you can't take a shot. Is what it means. Like
Because
Yeah,
you're
just bat it
just
down, bro,
risking an injury, you know. It's like
Alright.
there's no play. There's like, what's the
I
point?
get
You
it.
know,
It's bad
Nothing good
can come
sportsmanship
out
to
of it.
like it's
Yeah.
like a punk shot. Like don't wait till the
Yeah.
whistle blows and then like a cheap bitch shot at the goal. It's kind of like that, you know?
who the fuck you are? Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Basically. That's kind of how it's handled on the ice too. All right, Andrew, check this one out, brother. This one says, "Don't bunt to try to break up a no-hitter." What is your opinion on that? People think that that's not a good way or a fair
That's
way
a cheap
to...
way. That's a bitch way.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. All right.
totally.
What about
I
you,
agree.
Andrew? What do you think, brother?
I like it.
I figured.
I
figured
I
he
would-
would.
I would do it. I
So
would
if
Hey,
you had a
right? Get on
no-hitter and you
base.
needed that one desperate hit, you would bunt to do it, right?
Yep.
That's what you're saying.
But why? Why
I
would
would.
you? Why would you be proud of that though? Even your own team would be mad at you for that, probably. You know what I mean? If you're gonna go for the hit, go for the hit. Don't take the
Because-
cheap bump or the cheap bunt.
Especially if it was a pitcher I didn't like, I would do it on purpose.
I can add on to the no
But
hitter too.
but Andrew, that doesn't change it being like a punk move, though. You know what I'm saying?
But-
You would
Right. So that's supposed to be an unwritten rule. Let me read you
Yeah.
one example of the one time that this was found acceptable in Major League Baseball. It
Andrew's
says,
not a real
Okay.
fan.
let me read you this. It says the old school thought is that a no-hitter should not be broken up when the batter earns his way on base. It should only, excuse me, let me start over. The old school thought is that a no-hitter should be broken up when a batter earns his way on base by swinging the bat, not by finessing
Oh.
or surprising the opponent with a bunt in a
Exactly.
non-sacrifice situation.
Technically, you're not hitting. You know, you're just like sticking. You're not swinging.
Yeah, you're desperate. You're desperate. Yeah.
Yeah,
Kurt
you
Schilling
hit-
of the Diamondbacks lost the no-hitter in 2001 when the Padres' Ben Davis blew a
Hell
bunt
yeah.
single
wouldn't do
with
that,
one out in the
Andrew.
8th, prompting the Diamondbacks manager Bob Brenly to call Davis's move as chicken. It says,
doesn't really-
however, the true purpose is to win the game, and Davis's bunt sparked a rally with a 2-0 deficit. The Diamondbacks needed another run to hold on for a 3-1 win. So there's the one time where, because it worked, people didn't see it as a cheap shot move.
Andrew, you wouldn't do that. You're not a punk.
Hi.
You probably do that in your video game. I bet you
Especially
do
if I
that
didn't
all the
like-
time, bro.
Yeah, so just
Especially
going
if I
back to
didn't
the
like the pitcher, I would
no-hitter.
I would
Okay.
do everything I could to break it up. 'Cause I
Yeah,
just
but
like
not
the
a
guy.
bunt. Okay, let me ask you a question before BF moves on to the next one. What if you did it? Let's say you did it, right? And then you went back to the dugout or the locker room and your entire team was mad at you for it. You'd be like, well, I still did it.
What do you want to say, Boneloads? Did you want to get into
Okay,
something?
sorry. So, while we're talking about no-hitters, another fun fact is when a pitcher has a no-hitter going, once he goes back to the dugout, no one talks to him. Everybody ignores him. They leave him in his own thoughts because they don't want to be the one responsible for messing that up. So if a
Really?
guy's pitching no-hitter and he's cooking through like midway through the ball game, the entire team just leaves him alone. When he goes back to the dugout, there's no one there to greet him.
Holy
He's just by
shit.
himself.
Wow.
Yep.
That's an interesting. Unreal. Let me
Damn.
catch
Yeah,
up
they're like,
with this,
don't mess up the mojo, don't jinx him. You know, they're like,
Yeah.
Right,
leave
so
him
there's a
alone.
lot of these. There's a lot of these unwritten rules, and we're reading some of the top ones, if you will.
Call of Duty.
What is it called? Lost.
Ooh, I like this one.
Oh,
He's
hell
going above
yeah.
and beyond the Call of Duty. Yes, sir. No
Well,
doubt
of
about
cour-
that, Lost.
Wouldn't that
All right,
be
well,
like,
speaking-
isn't that like bad luck right there if you touch it
Yeah.
before you want it?
Right,
Unless
so
you're the
shout
Colorado
out to Lost.
Avalanche.
Shout out to Lost. He brought us this story about a month ago, a couple weeks ago, during the Stanley Cup Finals, when they touched the trophy. And he talked about how it was bad juju, and so sure enough, this is one of the another unwritten rule in sports. It's no actual rule, but there it is. You know, shiny and inviting, ready to be
Andrew,
accepted.
Would you do
But
that too?
very few captains ever touch it.
Andrew, would you touch the trophy too?
No.
Figures.
No comment.
Was
Here's
bad
Lost
mojo,
comment.
no.
Don't
When my
knock the
team wins it,
goalie's
I'm
water
kissing that
bottle.
Lombardi trophy. I'm gonna get my hands on that damn Lombardi trophy somehow, and I will kiss that shit. I don't care if they arrest me.
Even if you gotta steal it.
Well, this is different because this is a conference trophy, and the whole idea is that that's not the one they're seeking. You're not leave. It gives bad juju to care too much about that. You really want the Stanley Cup, but yeah,
That's like
that's the one you want to
interim
kiss.
title
So there's
shit.
supposed to be some bad legend, and shout out to Lost for bringing us that story like a
Yeah,
couple weeks ago.
I like that one.
About the
I
whole,
got one that kind of compares like that. That's like that MMA fighters. They very rarely will they accept the interim title because they'll say
Okay.
that's not the real belt. They want the real
yeah,
belt.
you know how I
So,
feel about interim
Yeah.
anything, right?
yeah, but
right.
MMA is different. MMA it makes sense. But
Here's one that's
fucking-
a comment from when I was a kid, and this is like an old legend. You see this one,
What's it
Bones
say?
and Andrew? Don't cross the pitcher's mound.
I just found out. I found out about that one not that long ago when A-Rod did it to the guy in Oakland.
Yeah, of course the
Yeah.
A-Rod would do it though.
Yeah, you're supposed to
Yeah,
walk
but he didn't
around
know
the
either.
pitcher's mound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, go
So
ahead.
it's
Yeah, I
just
didn't know
all
that.
these little inner game nuance rules and just respect for the game and each other that you've grown up with, and they're
Now-
kind of still. A lot of them are still in the game.
What is summer football? Do you know any of them for football? Like that would be cool to know. If you had like one or two about football that you know. Andrew, you know any unwritten rules for football?
When
Take a knee.
Well, that's not. I know about
well,
that.
when the
Take a
guy's
knee
about
when,
to take a
Ant?
knee, you don't jump and try to defend it.
That's a good one, right? That is a very
Yeah.
good one. That's a punk move. When you know that a
Yep.
team is going to take a knee, you don't shove the guy because So that's an excellent one, actually. Yep, good combo.
Oh, I thought he was talking
and,
about when they get. I thought he was gonna say when they get injured, take a knee. I thought that was like a well-known, fact.
No, like when
Yeah,
you're
so-
trying to run out the clock just to end the game and the other team is losing or something, they'll like shove you, even though they know that you're taking the knee just to let the clock run out. They're like,
Yeah.
basically, F you, we lost and we're
Oh
mad. So
yeah.
And that's
You
another thing
shouldn't-
too.
I've
You don't
done
run up
that.
the score. When you're up, just
I've
run the
done that
clock
in
out. You don't
Madden.
keep throwing.
Mhm.
I do that. in
Yeah, unless
Madden
you're
when
the
I'm getting
Patriots
my
of
ass kicked.
2007. You don't keep throwing when you're up 50-0. You just run the clock out. You don't try to do too much. No running up the score. It's really rude in football. Other sports, I guess it's a little. It's still frowned upon, but yeah, you don't run up the score in football like that. When you're up, just run out the clock.
Bobby
Right.
Nick, have you ever played any sports in your life, bro?
I think everyone has to play.
Yeah, I played some street hockey.
I mean, I played flag football.
I think it's required. Like high school, everyone has to play hockey for at least a year.
I played some baseball. I played some soccer.
I've played flag football. It's funny that's
played all that stuff coming up.
I played football too. You know,
we call it like rec league, recreation league kind of level stuff.
Playing is a lot different than watching.
Yeah,
absolutely,
of course.
Oh, he wasn't in any leagues. He was just played with his friends and stuff.
Yeah.
I
mean, that's
I
all
think
I ever was.
That
was always
like I said, as funny as it sounds, I've actually played flag football. So
I tried to actually skate, but I never could get the hang of it.
Me neither, Bobby Nick. Don't feel bad. Me neither.
Yeah, one summer was like Sandlot. Like we had kids out there playing baseball every fucking day.
Yeah, we would play baseball, and we would use whatever we had around to make home plate. This tree is first. This one's second. This McDonald's cup is third, or what have you know, whatever you needed to be, pickup game.
The Sandlot inspired a lot of that.
Cross country skiing. I done that one time.
Whoa.
Shit.
What do they call that
shit?
Where you got those those things on your feet where you can walk on snow? Where you can walk on deep snow. What is that?
Paddles? Aren't they paddles or something? What is that?
No, I forget what it's called now. But it's some kind of hiking.
Wait, hold on. Andrew's trying to say it.
I think they're called snowshoes. Yeah,
snowshoeing.
I've done that.
That's a thing.
That is a thing in Canada. That is literally a thing in Canada.
My boy
Andrew. There's so much snow, you guys just start figuring out like sports to do on it.
My boy Andrew coming through with that knowledge, bro.
That is excellent. Andrew showing. Let me get you over that single screen, Bobby. Andrew is showing why he is the human sports ticker, coming up with that snowshoeing. You tell me my boy doesn't know about sports.
Yeah, that's the man,
excellent
bro.
pull, Andrew.
Motherfucker can't even walk, and he knows about snowshoeing. That's the man right there,
that's what I'm saying.
Like ham hands when he went a jet ski.
Right?
Right.
I'm ham hand.
Yes.
Ham hands Andrew and shit.
Howard Stern reference. All right, here's another one. We'll go through a couple more of these fellas. We're like hour and 3 minutes in. We're having a great time. I hope you're having a good Friday. Anybody got anything to drink or smoke? Let's have a little toast to everybody.
Yeah, we're gonna be hanging for a while, or what's going on? Might you go pee and get some more beer if we're gonna be hanging?
Probably no. I just have one more thing, dude.
Okay, cool. I'll chill then. Sorry. It's like, I'll hang.
Are you ready?
I saw last week we went 2 hours, guys. That's awesome.
Don't forget tomorrow night, 8 p.m.
Yep.
All right, thank you, bro.
Go ahead.
Sorry, my computer was glitching and freezing up over here, so I'm gonna get back into the flow of everything. All right. I'm just saying I got the clip of the week, and then we're gonna wrap up. I'm gonna pull the train into the station. Thanks for Owen, my boy Owen from the Ghetto Basement, for joining us. Check him out on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 8 o'clock, 8:05. Be there. Check out Mini Mac channel, Kicking It in Canada.
Go
ahead, Andrew.
I forgot to mention.
Of course you did.
On that knuckleball clip. Why don't people throw it? Because it's easy on the arm. It caused Tim Wakefield to add like 10 more years on to his career. Why don't people throw it?
Because they don't think.
I think it comes down to straight up ability, brother. If there was if I knew how to do it, I'd go, hey, look, I can do this shit. Pay me. So it comes down to the way, the way the hat guys have to hold the ball, and there's not many people on the planet, I guess, that can really perform those kind of tricks and maneuvers with the ball. Yeah. I know I can't.
Might be the Tony Gwynn effect, where it looks so easy you think you could just go out there and do it every night.
Yeah, I've had thoughts like that in my life before, and I always made myself look stupid.
All right. Well, we hope everybody had a good week. We hope you enjoyed episode 10 of the Sports Heads. We're going to wrap it up here with the clip of the week. I just want to let everybody know I want to let everybody know that I'm going to be on vacation next week with the family, and also we're going to take 1 week off next week before we do episode 11. So I'll be on vacation. So look up for us the week after.
And
We
we're
hope
gonna
you
come
join
back
us again after that.
better than ever.
I'll give you a
Hell
lot.
yeah.
Can
We'll
I
keep scooping into sports. We'll probably have a big heap and pile of sports when I get back because Andrew and the boys are going to fill up my, Instagram feed with all the good stories. All right.
Can I still send you?
He already said, yeah, bro. You didn't
Of
just hear what he
course.
said.
Absolutely, dude. We'll still stay in touch with chat, and like we always do. It's just that the hopper's going to get a little full this week, Andrew, because we're not going to do a show next week. So, but you keep sending me that stuff in the chat, being the human sports ticker you are, and I'll pile it up. And next week we'll throw it out on the screen, or 2 weeks, and we'll do it all again. Okay, brother?
And we got NFL preseason less than a month away.
Andrew, plus you still talk about sports on the other show too, bro. So don't worry, you'll get your sports.
Yeah, you'll get your fill, buddy. Don't worry.
Yes, that's right. Andrew does the sports whip around on every episode of the Ghetto Basement. You can get your sports fill with him on Saturday, tomorrow.
Amen.
Right? So stay tuned. Tune in for
Yeah,
that.
tomorrow night, 8:05. You know.
Yep. It'll probably be Owen,
doing the thing.
Bobby, Nick, Andrew, all the same people, just in a
I need to
little
come hang,
different
yeah,
order,
I'm
talking
coming.
about different
Yeah.
stuff.
Owen,
Andrew,
would you mind me like bringing in some sports that little known sports that people never heard of?
Andrew, if it will distract you from watching TV while we're trying to record a podcast, you can talk whatever you want.
Or we can just save it for a future
I'm sure they'll
episode.
do
You know,
nice
you gotta
little
keep.
features for you,
Yeah.
Andrew. All right, so
We
check this
don't want
out.
to run out of things to talk about. You know?
I don't care if you talk about your pillow, bro. You fucking talk about whatever you want.
This looks fun.
Hey,
Let's do some of this.
I know
There's
that guy.
Owen on Instagram. He goes by Ladies Love OJ because that's his actual initials. We've learned.
Yes.
Check out Bobby Nick Havens on Instagram.
I know that guy too.
Fingers.
Hey.
There's mine. I'll go at
Who
one
the
Bob
fuck-
Stuff one.
Who the fuck is that? Some Nate Carter? No, I'm just kidding.
Here's Boneloads on Twitter. He goes by
I got to change
@Travie
that
and
to
Cali.
Boneloads.
You want that California love, that vibe?
Yeah.
Check him out.
I still
Andrew,
post-
how's 7253 account going, brother?
It's still going, bro. It's still
I
going.
still post stories on it, but I still can't post reels.
Andrew posted or sent a message to somebody that was a huge no.
I'm sure.
No, I was actually on live one night.
Oh, here we go. Now we're getting the truth. Now the truth comes up.
Oh.
We're gonna.
All right, boys. Well, y'all can get into that on the Ghetto Basement tomorrow night.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll
stay
talk.
tuned for that tomorrow. At 8:05.
Yeah.
Andrew will give you that. We're
What
gonna pull
really?
this
What really
sports train into the
happened?
station.
What really happened on Andrew's live tomorrow night on the Ghetto Beat?
There you
Stay
go. There's the
tuned.
ultimate cliffhanger on Andrew Live on his Instagram. You're only going to find out there. But here we go with our clip of the week. And this one is just called The Power of the Ball. Check it out.
I can only imagine.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Dang.
If I remember correctly, we were supposed to see this last night. Oh shit! Oh no!
You should have been paying attention anyway.
Oh!
Oh!
I've actually got.
Oh no!
Oh, damn. That's a big ball.
He destroyed that kid.
Oh damn! Oh! One more time.
All right, y'all. With that, we're going to pull this train into the station.
Oh, hey, BS.
All right.
BS,
Yes.
man.
Yeah.
Have fun on your vacation, homie.
Yeah, we'll miss
Thank you,
you, man.
Yeah. Have fun.
Appreciate that. I'm going to miss my Ghetto Basement family. I'm going to miss my Sports Head family for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother.
one last thing on the
No, bye.
Bye.
14.
We'll talk to you when I go
Bye.
turn on the
No,
camera
see you
off, brother.
tomorrow, Andrew.
We'll see you in 2 weeks. This was episode 10 of the Sports Heads. Peace and love, and we'll see you next time we see you. We're out.
Peace.